Hello Year 3, happy Friday. Hope you've had a lovely week and have been keeping yourselves very busy with all your home learning. It has been great to see all your different work that you've been sending in, and we are going to continue today with our English writing. So we have got a starter today, and it is our handwriting focus starter. What I want you to try and have a go here is have a look at where the letters sit on the line, whether they go sort of from the top to the bottom, whether they hang low, whether they sit on the line, whether they're tall letters and so on. So what I want you to just try and have a little go at doing is having a look at where they sit and giving yourself a few minutes practicing the words often, opposite and ordinary. And I've chosen these words because they have a range of ascenders and ascenders that go up and then descenders that come down as well. So pause the video here and have a little go at completing those. Okay, we're going to come back together now and we are going to continue to use the features of a traditional tale. So if I'm thinking about this and I've got my writing in front of me from yesterday and the couple of days before, have I got interesting verbs? Yes, I did. I had words such as, where's it gone? How did he get to the other house? Stride is an interesting one. Marched we had, didn't we? That's an interesting verb. Thinking about adverbs, quickly we got in there, didn't we? And so on. So well done if you've managed to get those in. Did we get any conjunctions in? I think I had a so in there. Pronouns, I, and commas to separate a list. That might be one I have to look at today to make sure we get that in there. Okay, so we are up to the ending bit now. We are up to the bit where the bear goes to knock on the final house. The rabbit is really rude, tells him his granny can sit in a pin, and he loses his temper. And then the bit where the news reporters turn up, he gets arrested and the news reporters don't like his version of the story, and he still hasn't got his milk. So as always, please feel free to use this as your writing. As I'm doing mine, I've got mine up on my other screen, so I'm using it all the time. I'm going to try today to describe that third pig, thinking about these adjectives here. Also got this word mat that may help you if you're not sure on the spelling of reporters, police. We've got brick house, ate or eating, depending on how you're saying it. Rabbit with 2 B's, 1 T, that sort of thing. And then I've also got some sentence starters. So if you're really not sure, the next house was made from bricks. The third rabbit shouted, and your granny can sit on a pin. The newspapers turned up and put me in jail. Okay, quite simple. So what I'm going to do now, as I have done over the past few lessons, is just show you on my visualizer, and then we can go from there. So figured that out yesterday, put that light on. Give that a minute to focus. Right, so we are going to write today's date, which has got to be the 29th. So I'm going to miss a line. Underline it, like so. Okay, so I'm going to think about now. Let me read my last sentence. I still do not have any milks, so I march to the next house. As I arrived at the house, I, capital letter obviously, was impressed because the house was made from bricks. And this is where I'm going to try and get my comma in there. It looked strong, comma, strong, sturdy, and well built. Sturdy, I think that's how that's spelled. We'll give it a go. I might just underline that so I can go and check it later. Strong, sturdy, and well built. Okay, so we're going to say the bit when he arrives. Got to the house, it's strong, sturdy, it's well built. I kindly get our adverb in there. Knocked on the door to politely ask for some milk. And that is when I saw him. Oh, stop. Now we're going to give a little bit of a character description here. So the rabbit was, let's go, the rabbit looked grubby, comma, nasty, and spiteful. The rabbit looked grubby, nasty, and spiteful. I kindly looked for the polite ask for milk, and that is when I saw him. The rabbit looked grubby, nasty, and spiteful. Of course, he would not lend me some milk. I was feeling deflated. I was feeling deflated when my cold came back. Suddenly, the little rabbit bellowed. Oh, I like that word. Bellowed. We know this bit, don't we? And your old granny can sit on a pin. Suddenly, the little rabbit bellowed, and your old granny can sit on a pin. I lost my temper and was trying to break or blow the house down. We'll go for break the house down when the reporters and police arrived. Full stop. Okay, I'm going to do a new paragraph here. The reporters listened to my side of the story, but get that conjunction in, decided that it was not very exciting. The police arrested me, and the rest is history. And the rest is history. Maybe you could lend me some question mark. Good. Rest of me and the rest is history. Maybe you could lend me some milk, question marks. It finishes with a question. So if we go back to our slides, don't forget to use these. I used some adjectives there to describe. I pinched a couple of those. I did a couple of these in there as well, a couple of adverbs. So finishing off our story today up until the point where the bear gets arrested and is still after some milk. So I can't wait to see your finished versions of the story. When you finish, don't forget, as always, go back through, green editing pencil, check it through, have a look. Have you ticked all of the things on your toolkit? What is it that you have to work on next? So when we start doing our hot task next week, what are the things that you need to do as your targets? We used to highlight them, didn't we, in our books? So I think for me, mine is going to be getting more of maybe speech in different ways. I think I only did that once, so maybe having that in there a couple of times. Description of characters as well, I could probably do a little bit more of that. So that would be my highlighted, would be description of character, and I said speech, no. So have a go at doing that. I can't wait to see your finished versions of this story. Hopefully you are all enjoying it as much as I am. Have a lovely weekend, and I will speak to you all very soon. Goodbye.